Today's episode of Fantasy Fiction is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audibletrial.com/fantasyfiction.
Over 100,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player, whatever that is. Today we're recommending The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is a story both Reese's and I enjoy.
And it coincides with the fantasy theme.
So if you're enjoying the podcast, give the free trial a chance. It'll help pay for some of the hosting. I'm not sure what that is.
Quick, download it before the movie comes out, post haste.
Enjoy the episode! Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Fantasy Fiction. My name is Dominic.
My name is Josh.
And today we are talking about, Josh, what are we talking about? I want you to tell them.
Talking about motherfucking snake lords.
Motherfucking snake lords. What's a snake lord? Well, I think you're just going to have to stay tuned and find out, because I don't know if Josh and I were really sure when we wrote these stories, but we wrote two stories and you're about to hear them. But first, Josh, what were you up to this week? What'd you do?
I watched a shit ton of The Hobbit.
Really? You watched The Hobbit?
Yeah, I did. Okay, when I first saw the movie, I was like, I guess it's good. I wasn't that into it, but then, I got the extended edition, and I watched it, twice. And
there's an extended edition? How don't I know about
There's
this?
more songs, and it reminded me of you, because there's, a million songs.
Does that have Tra-La-La-Lally in it?
Tra-La-La-Lally, I don't think is in it.
Here Down in the Valley, that's my jam.
That one's not in it. But there's a Goblin song.
Down to Goblin Town?
Down to Goblin Town, yeah.
That's my jam. That's my other jam.
That one. Dude, but that movie's great, man.
That movie was really good. And I know they added a lot of stuff because they wanted to make it 3 movies. But guess what? We're just getting free fantasy stuff.
Right.
It's bonus. I know we have to pay 3 movie tickets or buy 3 films.
Right.
But not a lot of fantasy movies are made. And this is all brand new stuff because I've read the book a couple times.
Yeah.
So for me, it's an extra little treat, I guess, to find out what happens. I mean, I know they're all going to... Well, I don't want to spoil it.
They all die from the dragon kills them all.
I don't want to spoil it, but Thorin gets an axe staff and he sends a meteor down.
Damn.
Yeah.
I feel like I've read that before. Or heard
Have
it.
you? Oh, I wonder. Well,
weird.
That's strange.
Very weird.
It's funny you say that because I've been watching a lot of Lord of the Rings extended edition.
Oh, dude, that's what I'm doing next too. I'm moving right in.
Oh me, oh my, am I having a great time?
Dude, Lord of the Rings, on a Sunday, get the fuck out.
Those movies are great to watch, obviously with people because it is like a 3-hour film, but they're
with people
great.
Naked.
Yeah, well, hopefully everyone's nude.
Yeah.
That's like a Christmas movie for me because all these films come out at Christmas time, right? Dude, when the title card comes up on each film, I tear up. And when I hear the Shire theme, I'm going to shed a tear. Dude, stop it. I don't want to cry right now, okay?
I don't want to make you cry, but,
Dude. Also, I went to the flea market on Sunday, and I got a lot of cool stuff, but I had $1 left, and I was like, all right, I got to find something awesome for $1. And I walk up to this dude who's got this blanket with a bunch of action figures on it, and I reach down and I pick it up, and I'm holding it in my hand right now. I got a Data action figure for $1.
No way.
I did. It was $2. I haggled him down.
You haggled him down to $1?
Yeah.
I think that Data is only worth $1, sir. And he's like, get out of here, blasphemer.
I was like, sir, it is clear that his face was chewed on by your dog's tooth.
What's he got going on him? Is he got battle damage?
Nothing. He's just Data.
Just Data.
You can't even bend his knees. He's just Data.
Oh, he's just an android with a fucking what do they call it? Positronic brain. That's all he is?
You can't even move his wrists.
I have a Riker. I'll send you my Riker.
I don't want to take your Riker away because that's a good figure, and I'm gonna find another one for $1.
Yeah, our friend Akira has all of those. She was showing them to me one night. She got like lore. She got like Guinan.
Oh my god, lore. Oh my word.
Have you got to lore yet in your Star Trek?
No.
Oh,
I stopped watching because of something we want to do.
Yeah.
Little teaser for you folks. But with that, Josh, what do you say we get into some fantasy?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
Pow! Achoo!
Spells.
Dude, if I was a wizard, I would put handguns out and I would shoot spells like that. Be like, back!
Oh my god, that would be fucking... Dude, you'd be the best wizard.
I'm gonna be the best wizard.
Dom, you ready for this one?
Oh, you know I am.
All right, baby. This one is called Snake Labyrinth.
Oh no. Go on, quick.
All right, here we go. Fred, baby, come back to bed, moaned a comely house wench with a set of chest butts that would make your mama say, tell your pappy I think I'm a lesbo now.
Josh, this story started off real quick and real good.
We're just fucking kicking it up. All right. In the corner of a small brothel room stood Fred the Skull Peeler, adventurer, treasure hunter, basher of skulls, and slayer of mad pussy.
Oh, man.
Fred, honey, one more round, moaned the hot-boobed wench. Now, sweet tits, I got some adventuring to do. Fred had a shaved head, but was full in beard, which he braided into 2 beard pigtails, which the ladies used to ride the F train to Cumsville. He pulled up his kilt, of which he never wore underwear with, and brushed the whore crumbs out of his beard. He grabbed his one-of-a-kind legendary broadsword, Orcfester, Slayer of the West, and slung it over his shoulder across his back. The sword was crafted by high elves and bathed in hot oils twice a day by the finest wenches in Daranos, and given an updated scrapbook of its epic deeds every year for its birthday. People love scrapbooking in Daranos.
They do, and that's pretty useful. It's better than just a regular old book.
Yeah, it's like a memories book.
Mm-hmm.
Fred strolled down the creaky wooden steps of the brothel and went into the tavern area. On the wall hung his likeness on oil and canvas because he was the establishment's best customer, and one time he ate a 72-ounce ox steak in under an hour, which got him a sweet tunic with the words Steak Daddy embroidered on it.
Steak Daddy.
It's pretty cool, too.
What kind of brothel is this?
It's a fucking steakhouse brothel, son.
I need to go immediately.
Let's fucking go, dude. When you come home, let's do it.
Dude, is the steak brothel just your house?
Yes. You found me out.
I'll see you there.
Around the bar were Daranos' most wretched and vag-hungry adventurers. There was Raxnor the Orc, Kraznor the retired Lich King. Sid's seat was empty because he had a, quote, girlfriend. And of course, Buff Cat, the cat with human proportions and buff-ass muscles and a six-pack.
Buff Cat. Oh my god.
What's up, douche jockeys? Fred chided. Oh, nothing much, Fredo. We're just talking about the whereabouts of the snake jewel of insane strength, replied Raxnor the Orc. Oh, yeah? What about it? Fred questions. Just, we may know where it is. There was a moment of silence. But, we ain't going to get it, man, Raxnor admitted kind of ashamedly. Ha! Fred laughed. You guys afraid of a little adventure? Then he air guitared while giving them the finger. Nah, bro, it's just that the snake jewel is located in the Snake Lord Komodo's cave, and it is said he watches over it like a crazy man. Plus, fuck snakes, Raxnor proclaimed. I will get your puny jewel from your puny snake lord, and will drink mead from his skull out of his eye sockets with a benny straw. I ate a 72-ounce goddamn steak, for fuck's sake, Fred yelled.
Fred is a badass.
He got up from his seat and started to make his way out the door when suddenly he felt a tap on his shoulder. Mew, said Buff Cat. I know, Buff Cat. but you can't join me on this one. Mew. Boy, you said it, Buff Cat. Mew. You too, brother. As Fred left the brothel, nobody knew if they'd ever see him again. He'll be all right, Buff Cat, Raxnor said as he petted him on his muscly head. Mew. Buff Cat.
I love Buff Cat.
He's adorable. Fred soon arrived at the mouth of the Snake Lord Komodo's snake cave / underground snake labyrinth. He heard a rustling in the nearby bush and drew his sword, which blazed with a red, transparent enchantment. Who's there? He demanded to know. You're here for the jewel, aren't you, adventurer? A twisted, evil voice asked. Then a large snake emerged from the bush. Yes, and who are you? Fred asked. I can guide you through the dangers of the dungeon, the snake said.
Trust him.
Why should I trust you, foul creature? Because Lord Komodo owes me 5 gold pieces, said the creature.
This fucking snake. Oh my god.
This probably is a terrible idea. But I hate Welchers, Fred said, and he punched a hole into a tree and the tree burst into flames.
Oh my god.
As they entered the cave, the ground was moist with the slime trails of 1,000,000 snakes. There were fucking snakes everywhere, hanging from torches, crammed inside cave holes, and Fred thought he saw one even spell out F-U with his body.
Damn!
That snake sucks. In front of them lay several doors. You must choose, the snake creature said. Fred walked over to a nearby door and opened it. After you, he said to the snake creature. As they entered, the door slammed behind them and the torches lit the room. Around him, Fred saw thousands of keys hanging from the ceiling and on the walls and in massive piles on the ground. Just a shit ton of keys.
Oh, man.
On the other side of the room was a door with several keyholes of all shapes and sizes. Creature! What foul trickery is this? He demanded to know. Fred could hear the creature laugh, but could not see where he slithered to. He walked over to the door and examined the different keyholes.
I love that little snake.
Dude, he's awesome, right? He gets better. To enter and my master to see, you must be the master of keys, the creature riddled. If you choose poorly, he trailed off. Just then, 2 snake arrows flew out of the wall. You die! The snake creature finished.
Snake arrows!
Fucking crazy.
Oh my god.
Fred looked at the keyholes again. One of them appeared to be the exact shape and size of the glory hole in his favorite brothel. He thought. Creature, where are you? The snake creature again cackled. I have no time for this, Fred said angrily. Then he focused all his warrior rage and remembered what his master taught him. When in doubt, kick the shit out of the shit that's pissing you the fuck off. He focused and reached into a giant pile of keys on the floor and pulled the creature out. Ack! It yelled. This one looks about right, Fred said, laughing, and shoved the creature into the key glory hole. Bet you thought I was going to use my penis. Well, I only stick my dick into 2 things, and your mom and your mom's butt aren't here. He said as he turned the key into the snake hole. The door unlocked, and Fred threw the twisted, broken snake creature aside. Oh, gods, I can't feel my legs! The creature yelled. Fred stepped into the Snake Lord's chamber. Master, I brought you an interloper as tribute, the snake creature groveled. Also, can I have my 5 gold pieces you owe me? Silence, said Lord Komodo. Next to him sat his lovely Snake Lord Queen. She looked bored as shit. Between them was a snake jewel of insane strength. We must now battle, Komodo yelled. Oh, shit, yes, Fred agreed. Fred drew his sword. The Snake Lord summoned like 1,000,000 snakes, and they all surrounded him, forming into body armor and a shield, and that one snake from earlier spelled F-U again. Fred hacked his sword at the snake armor, and there was 6 snake juice flying everywhere, but to no effect. The Snake Lord then formed a giant hammer out of snakes and swung it at Fred. He parried, but his sword flew across the room. He was disarmed. He rolled and dodged and found a pile of gross old bones. He picked up a dude's spine with a skull still attached and started swinging it around like a mace. The Snake Lord blocked and parried. This went on for like 2 hours. The Snake Lord Queen sighed. Finally, Fred was spent. The Snake Lord had him under his giant snake armor heel. Will you just let him go, said the Snake Queen. I'm bored. All you ever do is talk about this stupid jewel and fight interlopers. Silence, woman, Komodo hissed. I'm killing this interloper for us. Can't you see that? The Snake Lord Queen rolled her eyes. Fred was done for. He closed his eyes. Just as he thought it was all going to end, he heard a gagging sound and a ton of blood spill onto the floor. He looked up and saw his sword piercing through the Snake Lord's chest. The snakes all vanished, and the Snake Lord fell to the ground. Holding the Orc Fister was the Snake Queen. Gods, I'm so tired of his bullshit, she said. He never paid attention to me, and all he ever did was polish his jewel and talk about how cool his key room was. I'll just give you the damn jewel, she said, if you promise me one thing. Fred got up and took his sword and kneeled before the Queen. Anything, he said. Let me ride that F train to Cumsville, she said. The end.
Josh, that may be your finest story yet.
Oh, thank you.
That was so great. The voices were great. It was real funny. Buff Cat.
Buff Cat.
Who doesn't love Buff Cat?
Dude, Buff Cat, man, he's a fucking adventurer. He needs jewels and shit just like everybody else.
Dude, we need to see Flyman, Buff Cat, team up.
Tag team.
That's right, fans. I'm already thinking it, and I know you are. Oh, my God. So, I love that little snake.
Dude, that snake is awesome.
I love his voice. Oh my god, that was a great story, Josh.
Thanks.
Great job. That key room was real nice. I could really envision it, and it was maddening how many keys and holes there were.
It would have taken him forever, and if he didn't do it right, all those snake arrows would have fucking shot at him and shit, man. I don't want to do that.
Oh my god, snake arrows. They made their way in it. They found a way.
They found a way.
Snake arrows.
There was snake arrows, there was snake armor, snake mallets.
Oh my god. Oh, guy using a spine and a skull to beat snakes.
Yeah, dude, just swinging that shit around, just hitting snakes in the face, dude.
Dude, I think he gets the title Fred the Snake Beater.
Yeah.
All right, Josh, are you ready for my tale of a snake lord?
I am ready.
Oh my god, you scared me.
That was a real ghost in my house that said that.
Oh, Jesus. Josh's house is really haunted,
Super
by the way,
haunted.
guys. All right, this story is called Korroth the Slave.
Oh my god.
Winter's snow fell on the ever-dripping Blood Mountain. It's a goddamn mountain that bleeds. Believe it. Within the mountain, deep down in the mines, snake beasts cracked their whips on the backs of orc slaves as they drudged about, heaving blood rocks into carts and sending them down deeper into the mines.
Oh no.
Orcs were mining blood rocks for Sinthor, the Snake Lord, blood warlock and head of a tribe of snake beasts. Blood rocks are harvested for blood packs, blood steel weapons, and of course, blood magic. Snake beasts are pretty much big snakes with human torsos and arms. They're all bodybuilders. And all total douchebags.
Dude, it's like I'm in the mine, dude, in Blood Mountain. I'm there.
Dude, I got real to script, you know?
I'm there.
In the center of the cave, snake beasts were pumping iron in a small gym they've assembled while all the orcs worked around them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, total douchebags. Once a day, they make the orcs hold up a giant mirror so they can flex and check out their bods. One time, an orc had to hold up a mirror for 7 hours as one snake beast made his pecs dance to the Mortal Kombat theme. D-Bag City.
Holy shit, man.
These guys are bad.
I fucking hate these guys.
Yeah, you should for a number of reasons.
I hate them for all the reasons.
The slavers were all working out hard as usual. They were doing dips, clean and press, curls, bench, taint longerers, and rows.
Taint longerers.
Moving on.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just like quickly want to like just gloss over that. Be like, yeah, they're just taint longerers. Just we're gonna keep going. They're going
totally
with the other
thing.
exercises.
It's a real thing.
The buffest snake beast of them all, with the hottest, smoothest snake body anyone had ever seen, slithered in. When he moved, it sounded like someone was playing a sexy-ass R&B track with some nasty-ass lyrics about having sex, suspended by bungee cords or some shit.
I like how earlier you're like, these guys are basically snakes with human bodies, and that was like the most poetically descriptive thing I've ever heard.
Because
It's beautiful.
you gotta know the way this dude moves.
Well, dude, I know. It's like it's tattooed on my brain now. That's how descriptive that was.
I want to hear that R&B song.
Right?
It was Smooth Body, the meanest slaver of them all. Every evil creature in the land wanted a piece of that snake ass. Some snake beasts tried to lean in and give him a little snake kiss when they were spotting him, because he was just that hot.
Oh, man.
Everyone got out of the way as he approached the weight rack. He picked up 13 weights at once and just started doing all types of shit, when suddenly he was interrupted by another slaver. "Hey, Smoothbod, bet you can't bench this," he said as he gestured to a bench with as much weight as possible on it.
Man.
Smoothbody laughed it off. "Step aside, dick losers," he said with a smirk as he positioned himself under the bar. He got himself psyched up by having the other slavers whip his nipples with wet spaghetti. Yeah, also he was a weirdo.
Oh, I kind of take it back. I kind of love these guys.
He lifted the bar off the rack, brought it down to his pecs, and as he went to complete the rep, his buff arms began to struggle. He tried to force a second wind, but couldn't muster it. One of the other slavers yelled out, "Slaves!" They came to his call and helped the weights off of Smoothbody. Smooth got up. No one said a word. He picked up a dumbbell and threw it at the wall, which partially exploded and blood started to pour out of the cave everywhere.
Oh my
"Clean
God.
it up," he demanded, and the slaves got to work again. All but one slave, who had not stopped working this whole time.
Oh, man.
"Who the fuck thinks they don't have to help weights off my rock-solid, silky, smooth, oily body that I sometimes eat dinner off of?" spoke Smoothbod, as the orc continued to swing his pickaxe. "I'm speaking to you, slave," he added, but the orc did not answer. Smoothbod held out his hand. Another slaver put a whip in it. He pulled back and cracked the whip on the orc's back. But the orc did not even flinch. His back was covered in calluses with scars on top of scars. Annoyed, the super buff snake beast whipped again, this time harder. The orc's back began to bleed, but still he did not stop working.
Dude.
"Foolish slave, I demand you turn around and face the glorious body that is Smoothbod the slaver. See his chiseled abs, his mighty delts, and his glorious biceps that'll make your mama say, 'Oh my word, that snake's got arms, and them's arms is muscly.'"
Dude, I love this. I love this canon. This is canon. This is totally canon.
It's all canon. Yelled yet another slaver. With that, the orc dropped his pickaxe, slowly turned around, and revealed himself. The wounds on his body told the tale of a warrior made a slave, with a slight underbite, short beard, and an eye patch hiding a scar that cut across his right eye. Smoothbod smirked. "Ah, Korroth the maggot. I should have known. Well, since you don't want to help your fellow slaves, I guess you'll just have to lift this weight all by yourself," he said as two slavers seized him. Once a great warrior in his clan's army, Korroth returned home from war to find his wife and child slain. Broken, the orc drunkenly wandered the mountains of Orkspire with a death wish. The orc could not bring himself to his own end. Instead, he invited death openly, but it would not come.
Dude, he's a fucking badass.
Dude, he just wants to die. One night, at the peak of his exhaustion, he was captured by ogres and sold off to Snake Beast, where he was put in the mines.
No.
They forced him under the bench. "Today is the day you die, Korroth," said Smooth. "You've disobeyed my orders for the last time. Slaves, how about a little lifting music for this maggot?" A couple of orcs stepped forward and started singing as Korroth grabbed hold of the bar. "Now all the masters know that you need the glow. You need the glow to grow to grow. If you love to live, you live to love. But you gotta move to the upper level. 'Cause when you got the glow, there ain't no stopping what you want to do. Ho!"
Oh my god. Beautiful.
That's what the orcs sang. Korroth lifted the bar off the bench, and it immediately dropped to his chest. The slavers all began to laugh. Korroth struggled to lift the bar, but it wouldn't move. The orcs continued singing. "To reach that upper level, your mind, body, and soul must be one. It's a sacrifice. It takes hard work. It's a way of life." Suddenly, Korroth began lifting the massive weight up. One of the orcs, known simply as Diamond, started crumping.
Diamond!
He was doing handstands, headstands, dick stands, all kinds of crazy shit. Seriously, dude was spinning on his boner.
Oh my god.
The slavers were stunned. The orcs continued. "When you got that glow, you feel the one. When you got that glow,
Dude.
your body's gold, so don't let go of the power of elevation." Talk about that glow. One orc stepped forward. "Shine on."
He's
With
like the
one
end.
last push, Korroth completed his rap. What did you want to say?
Just like he like steps out of the line and he does it.
Yeah, he was like, "Shine on."
Yeah. I gotcha.
The entire cave was silent, and all of a sudden, Korroth dropped the weight back down to his chest and started repping out so many reps.
Oh my god.
His muscles instantly started becoming bigger and bigger, and his body began to glow.
Holy shit.
The room became incredibly hot from the heat coming off his muscles. One slaver got the vapors and fainted.
Of all the things that guy's seen, he faints.
This was too intense.
too
Could
much.
not believe it.
Yeah.
After 100 reps, Korroth sprung up, wielding the bar, spinning around his body like some Darth Maul shit. Nobody could believe what was happening. "Stop him!" yelled Smooth, but there was no use. With all his mighty buff new hot muscles, Korroth swung the bar, splattering slavers against the walls of the cave, causing blood rocks to fall all over the place.
Ew.
The slaves rioted, freeing themselves from their chains with their pickaxes and taking them to the snake beasts. Battle Keg came on out of nowhere.
Dude, fuck yeah, Battle Keg.
That's when you know shit is gonna
Oh,
get
dude,
fucked
when
up.
Battle Keg comes out of nowhere, holy shit, get out.
One orc hit a slaver right in the neck with a pickaxe, and blood shot out like a goddamn fountain. Diamond was still crumping all the fuck over when he suddenly slipped in the blood and started breakdancing.
Crumpin'. When was crumpin' like a thing? What like?
Like the 2005
Yeah,
or
yeah.
6? I mean, year 7 in Orcspire.
It's canon.
It's canon. All the orcs were like, "Oh shit!" Shit was getting wild. Orcs were riding snake beasts while punching them in the back of the head. Others were holding some up by their buff arms and drop kicking their abs until their organs exploded. It was crazy. Smoothbody tried to escape, but Korroth tossed the bar at him and it landed right on his tail. He struggled to get out from under it, but the weight was too heavy. Orc slaves surrounded him and started doing atomic leg drops on his snake body, breaking every one of his bones. "Take this, you smooth son of a bitch," yelled one orc, and he leg dropped right on his butt and fractured his butt.
Leg drop a guy's butt. Oh, man.
Smoothbody screamed in pain as he laid there crippled. Korroth walked up his back, grabbed his neck with both hands, and whispered, "Die, you piece of trash," and he twisted Smoothbody's neck both ways 7 times, breaking the only bones left intact, including the face bones. He broke the face bones too.
Jesus.
Korroth snapped off his fangs as the rest of the orcs knew what to do.
Yep.
They gathered their other slavers' fangs, and with snakeskin they fashioned 2 gauntlets for Korroth. He put them on, and as he did, an epic music cue hit. All the orcs started wilding out. Other orcs presented Korroth with a headdress made from Smooth's head. He put it on. A second, even cooler music cue hit, and Diamond started doing windmills.
Windmill. Dude, Diamond is awesome.
Dude, Diamond the orc, man, he's really good. Standing atop a pile of snake beast bodies, Korroth turned to the crowd of orcs. Everyone got quiet. They wanted a speech. Korroth looked them over for a moment, then said, "Let's kill the fucker."
Good speech.
If you thought orcs got wild earlier, then you don't even know. You don't even know how wild shit got when Korroth said that. Orcs armed themselves, piled into minecarts, and sent themselves down deep into the heart of the mountain to Sinthor's chamber. Leading the charge, Korroth's cart arrived just outside of Sinthor's chamber. With his small army behind him, he kicked the door off the hinges. Over a dark red fire, surrounded by more snake beasts, the massive Sinthor, at least 3 times bigger than his minions, was in the middle chanting a spell, all in a trance. Korroth and his orcs seized the opportunity and began slaying snake beasts while they could. Sinthor stopped chanting. The spell was completed. The snake beasts, still standing, peeled off their skin, and red, dripping blood demons emerged.
Oh my god.
They began picking up orcs and eating them, setting others ablaze with magic, but the army kept fighting. Sinthor spoke. "Treacherous orcs! How dare you rise against the mighty Sinthor?" As he fired lasers out of his eyes, frying an orc. "You will all die," he added.
Holy shit.
A blood demon picked Korroth up, then swallowed him whole. The fighting stopped, and everyone got quiet. Then when suddenly the demon's stomach began to move, and Korroth fucking punched his way out.
Fuck yeah.
The demon fell over dead. Covered in blood, Korroth let out a battle cry, and all the orcs went berserk. Korroth uppercutted a blood demon with his gauntlet, spilling blood all over. The riots started thrashing up, and his demon still standing. Sinthor, knowing the fight was hopeless, quickly opened a blood portal, but before he went through, he turned to Korroth and spoke. "This was not a loss. I am but one step closer. I'll see you again."
Dude.
And he headed through the portal as it closed behind him. The fighting had ended. The orcs had their freedom. Once again, they all turned to Korroth. This time, he did not hesitate. "Find the beer," he spoke, and they all went wild. The end.
Dude, that story was fucking awesome. It's a fucking prison riot. It's like a weight lift off. Dude, the Sinthor summoned blood demons? Dude, that was a great story. That was awesome.
Dude, it took me forever to write that story.
Diamond? Oh man, dude, I wanna kiss that guy.
Dude, you want to know the inspiration for Diamond?
Yeah.
It's you, baby. I seen you crump before. I seen you crump in 05.
Yeah. In 05 or 06.
You're a beautiful crumper.
You're a beautiful crumper, Josh.
I saw you fall into a breakdance one time, and that's how I got the inspiration for that
in a
little
blood
part.
puddle. Hello, this is Reese's the Wise.
And this is Old Snickerdoodle, and welcome to another edition of Chamber of Knowledge.
Yes.
Where we answer your questions, and it's kind of a favor that we do to your world, so you're welcome. Your questions about Orkspire and Daranos, of course.
It's part of our parole agreement.
First scroll. At Keith McNally asks, what is the number of cocks of any race you have seen in a single season?
Oh my God.
Well, I cannot believe this question was even brought to us by our magical owls.
It is an unbelievable question. I don't understand why you would ask that. It's disgusting, really.
It's disgusting, and I don't know how it got past the owl screeners. that are supposed to read our scrolls before they get to us. That's what a screener is.
I've seen 7.
Are you kidding me, Reese's?
On one torso, it was rather disgusting and kind of arousing.
Not only have you seen this, but
Yes.
you were answering this man's question after we were both disgusted.
He needed to know the question, the answer to the question. I figured I'd give it to him, you know?
What does a single season mean?
I don't know, like fucking fall or some shit? I don't fucking know. We should do a reverse chamber of questions and ask him what he means by season.
Yes, Keith, at Keith McNally, what do you mean by a single season?
Like
Or
summertime?
maybe you meant a session.
Yeah.
And in which case I pose, what kind of session?
Dick session, sounds like.
Next scroll. You are disgusting, Reese's.
Next scroll, okay, is from Sergio Moschetti. I believe he is young Dominic's brother. Can anyone be trained to be a wizard, or are they born special? And if so, what are the signs of a wizard baby?
Well, yes, anyone can be trained to be a wizard. That is true. You
Yes.
can do it. Anyone can go to university or college, as we always say. But I believe, Reese's, you were born a wizard.
I was
were born a wizard.
I'm what they call a high-born wizard baby guy. It's a very technical term.
A wizard baby guy.
High-born wizard baby guy, like pure-blooded.
That is interesting. First time I've heard that term.
Yes, I don't throw it around. It's kind of not okay to do after the Wizard Wars. It was not okay, so I don't bring it up very often.
Well, this is knowledge to me. I knew you were born a wizard. I didn't know specifically that type. What were the signs? How did your parents know?
Well, you know, you start levitating your crib. You can.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. You use like the mop and your mother's mop. You start flying around on it, kind of like a crazy person.
I can hardly levitate a single gold piece.
That's not. Don't. You need to give yourself some credit,
No,
Snickerdoodle.
this is true.
No.
I feel like every week I find out that you're some sort of magical, ridiculous master wizard.
Well, you know, you just gotta keep practicing, Snickerdoodle. I don't know what
Do
to tell
practice.
you. I don't. Another sign of being a wizard baby is you poop diamonds, which is amazing.
You really were a fortunate kid.
Yes.
A guy kid. Child.
A highborn wizard baby guy.
Next scroll. At XCGWPX asks.
That is a terrible name.
That is a terrible name, and he wrote in all caps, so I mean, I guess he asked it this way. What is your favorite snack to eat whilst wizarding?
Okay, let's answer this one. I'll answer in the way of his people. Dunkaroos!
And I'll answer in the usual way I do. Just a little annoyed that you would ask such a stupid question, not even about the worlds that we live in. It's apples. I like an apple, a slice of cheddar cheese, maybe a sharp cheddar.
You are very healthy, Snickerdoodle. That's a very good snack.
Well, I'm turning 362 next summer, so.
You still got it, though. I mean, my God. I've seen you
Yeah,
with
I
your
know.
shirt off, and Snickerdoodle.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying,
no need to talk about.
you lift
You're
weights.
making me
still?
blush. You are making me blush. Yes, I still lift weights.
Very good.
Next scroll.
Next scroll is from Briar Dooley. They ask, what do wizards eat after they've been ghosting that mad wizard kush? Dunkaroos!
It's a good question. Most of the time, Dunkaroos. If Dunkaroos are not available, it's usually a bag of cheese crinkles, which you know as Cheetos,
Yes.
and a Squeeze-It. It's a green Squeeze-It.
I'd like to just put a lime in my mouth too.
We still have Squeeze-Its.
They are delicious. You guys are missing out. Ecto Cooler is still huge here. You don't even know.
Huge. You don't know. Next scroll.
Next scroll. Okay, Hollis Hornbeak asks, which is better, skeletons or ghosts? Best question ever on this segment, I believe.
This is a good question. The answer is ghosts.
I was going to say skeletons, so now we're going to have an argument, Snickerdoodle.
We will, but not now. We will spare the audience.
Skeletons are like ghosts, but they're like made of bones. It's like
I
you get
said
the best
we
of
will
both.
not. We will not have this conversation
you're right,
now.
You're right. You're right.
It's ghosts because they can go through walls.
Skeletons.
Next scroll. At Neon Bath asks, are Triscuits as fucking dangerous in Downroads and Orkspire as they are here? Or is there an equally dangerous snack? You know, funny you should bring this up because you're crazy. Because if you buy Triscuits, you just meant to buy Wheat Thins and screwed up.
Yeah, you picked up the wrong box at the market that you go to.
Reese's and I have seen your world. We've tried some things. We don't know much about it, but we do know that if you go to the store, you have to be careful. Do not buy the Triscuits. Get the Wheat Thins. They are brown. The other ones are like some sort of beige. You don't want the Triscuits.
Yes,
trust me, unless you have a sharp cheddar and possibly a green apple.
It is like eating a wheat sponge, and who wants to do that? Nobody.
It's like eating a scarecrow's dick.
It's like eating a dead pig's rotted scrotum is what it's like. It's goddamn disgusting.
You may have actually eaten a dead pig's rotted scrotum.
I may have eaten
because
a
that
dead
sounds
pig's...
nothing like a Triscuit.
I'll eat whatever. All I know is do not drink something called antifreeze. It is crazy bad for you.
Next scroll!
Franco Gonzalez asks, if there's wizard universities, are there warrior schools or at least warrior arenas? Snickerdoodle. Are there?
Yes!
I went to a warrior arena one time and these guys were like full-on buck-ass nude fighting each other. It was crazy.
You did not go to a warrior arena, okay?
I drew a picture of a warrior arena, and these dudes were full-on buck-ass nude.
You wrote a piece of what we call fiction.
Oh, yes.
You wrote an entire novel. You called it The Sex Wars by Little R. That's what you went by. That was your author name. You called The Sex Wars, and it did not sell well. I read it. I could not believe you wrote the whole thing. Well, to be honest, I gave it a B+.
That's very good. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Out of a scale of 700 letters.
I'm still okay with it.
That's what you think. You could have gotten double squiggly line.
Is that good? I don't know.
That's the best.
Oh, that's the best. Oh, yes. I meant to say I knew that was the best.
I thought the ending where they all kissed and said we'll love each other forever was heartfelt but fake. It didn't feel real.
Oh, well, I'll have to second edition. Maybe I'll make some revisions.
Yes, well, I suggest you do. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, this is all the information you shall receive. That is it. Ask us more questions next week. Reese's and I have plans.
Good night.
We have what are we doing again? I can't remember what we said we would do.
I think we are growing old and dying.
No, we did that last night.
Oh, yes.
We said we are going to go to the park and we were going to go down the slide together.
That sounds like a lot of fun. We should go do that right now. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye. We have to go. Okay, well that was another very fun edition of Chamber of Knowledge.
Yes.
Chamber of Knowledge.
This guy has crazy,
a name now. They are wild. They live wild wizard lives.
They're both simultaneously insane and simultaneously old and boring.
Guys, good news is t-shirts are available. You can get them on a hoodie, a crew neck, a t-shirt. We're going to have more options in the future, and we'll probably have more designs as it gets closer to the holidays.
Yeah.
Because I don't want obviously, I have like a million ideas for shirts, and all of you do as well, which are great. They will be done, but we want to let people who have an opportunity to buy this one, and then we'll put more up.
Yeah. We're going to have nipple-less options, I believe, are coming.
You ship them to me, I cut the nipples out, and then I send them
back.
But yeah, the shirts are on fantasyfiction.spreadshirt.com. It's exactly how it sounds. Spread like peanut butter on a slice of bread.
And shirt like peanut butter on a slice of bread.
I want to thank a couple people who sent in some cool art this week. Danny Saya, Levi Peck, Jonathan Wilson, and I also wanted to thank Akira Aruda, who helped me with the t-shirt design. She helped me turn it into a vector image and stuff, which I don't know any of that stuff.
Yeah, that's like
I used to.
Real
What's
wizardry.
funny is that I actually got my t-shirt in the mail today, and I'm actually very pleased with it, because this is the first shirt for a thing that I ever made that I was a part of.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, that's very true. I've made shirts before, and I've gotten shirts for things I've worked on.
Yeah.
But nothing that I started. Like, I've never been in a band.
That's cool. That's fucking
so
awesome.
It was like, I got this, and I was like, oh, this is really good quality. And I was looking at it in the mirror, and I was like, wow, this is the first shirt of a thing that I was a part of. And
that's
now,
awesome.
I'm wearing it. It's pretty cool. I'm really, really happy with it. So check them out if you guys are interested. And also, thank you guys again for listening to the podcast, downloading it, and submitting reviews on iTunes. It really helps. And I get giddy thinking about this podcast because I am so happy that I get to do it, and it's because you guys listen.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
But that's some real talk. That's some R. Kelly real talk. Next week's prompt. Baby. Dude, t-shirt on. Girl, I love to see you with my t-shirt on.
Yeah.
How about Sex in the Kitchen? That's my jam.
That's
Guys,
a good one.
You like R&B? TP3 Reloaded. That's a fantastic album. It's by R. Kelly. Give it a listen.
Do it.
Oh my God. Next week's prompt will be magical armor. And that was sent in by Savage Salvador. So thank you for sending that in. All right. Until next time, Josh.
Keep on wizarding.
Keep on wizarding, folks. We'll see you next week. Have a good week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.